The early month of 2020, the world was devastated. Spiritually, economically, socially, psychologically, everyone was afraid. What was happening? It was the corona pandemic. I'm an African, and my leaders have to take decisions. The Ecowas, that is a major organization in West Africa, took some decision. And this decision has affected West Africa spiritually, economically, and socially. Good evening, distinguished Toastmaster, fellow Toastmaster. My name is Akanji Abdul, and tonight my topic is titled Ecowas and the Pandemic. Ecowas is the economic community of West African states, and they are mailing into political, economical, security, and the likes in West Africa. When we discover corona pandemic in early March 2020, the decision taken by ECOWAS was good at the first instance, but coming to a stage, we're all affected. All terrestrial borders were closed. But mind you, our airports were open at the stage. Now, I asked myself a question. Is it advisable for ECOWAS to order the closure of all terrestrial borders while our airports are open? This is a question that is troubling my mind. People travel daily in all our airports in West Africa, but all our land borders are closed due to the decision of ECOWAS in West Africa. But the sardonic part of it is that people travel every day through the land that was closed by ECOWAS. Because we have many porous borders across all ECOWAS countries. In Ivory Coast, for you to travel by road from Ivory Coast to Ghana, you have to pass through Noe village by boat. You pay 10,000 to pass through Noe village by boat. For you to travel from Ghana to Togo, you have to travel through the porous border. Now, the question remains, what is the essence of closing terrestrial border when porous borders are open? This corona pandemic cannot be solved by closing the terrestrial border. I stand on a motion vehemently that it cannot be solved by closing our terrestrial border while our airports are still open. The same procedure, the same method and decision taken to open all our airports should be taken to open our terrestrial border. For this sense, I am suggesting some pragmatic solution to curb corona pandemic. But the first thing I would like to say is that all our terrestrial borders should be open if our airports are still open. The following are my suggestions to curb corona pandemic in West Africa. The first one is to equip all terrestrial borders with necessary medical facilities. This will aid the test and the vaccination of people that want to travel through road. The second suggestion I want to give is to create awareness through local organizations and social workers in all member states of ECOWAS. People think that taking leaves in the bush and pouring alcohol on it and drinking it can kill corona pandemic, but which is not The level of awareness against corona pandemic spread in West Africa is low. And we need to work with non-governmental organizations on social workers and local organizations to create awareness against the spread of this corona pandemic. My third suggestion is that ECOWAS should recognize the mutual test and vaccine of member states. For instance, you take your vaccine in Ivory Coast and getting to Nigeria, they will ask you to take another vaccine or you should quarantine yourself, which is not acceptable. So there has to be a mutual recognition of all member states of West Africa. I believe if ECOWAS take into consideration my suggestion, we'll have three things. The first thing is that the spread of corona pandemic will reduce. The second thing that will happen if they follow my suggestion is that ECOWAS will have money, because a vaccine, how do you call it? A test of corona pandemic is 25,000 in Ivory Coast. In Nigeria, it is 35,000. In other countries also, they have what they charge for this test. So ECOWAS will have money. Believe me, ECOWAS has lost 6.7% of the GDP, closely to 5 billion USD because of the closure of our terrestrial border. So why not using this to fetch money back to ECOWAS? So I believe the closure of border is not the best solution to curb corona pandemic. And I'm calling on like-minded people to take me and fight for this purpose. Since 2020 to date, our land border are closed, and we need to fight for the opening of the land border. Thank you very much. After Smart of the Day.